Hi, this is Lee568, or also as I'm known, Emily, here, and I'm going to be telling you in this video how to make shark teeth and buck teeth using fake nails. And yes, it's safe, but I would recommend you do not use nail glue on your teeth because from previous experiences with fake nails, it's hard to get off. So, here goes nothing. What you're going to do for the buck teeth, which is pretty simple to make these. First, you're going to need fake nails, and they need to match the color of your teeth pretty well. If you have like super duper white teeth, I would recommend getting white fake nails, but if you have just regular teeth like me, I would just get the natural colored nails like this, because even though it may not look like it in the package and just staring at it, they actually look a lot like your teeth. So once you get the fake nails, you're going to need to have a file. And what you do is you file it down, and you file the white part off to where if you wore it like this, it would look really funny. Like, it would be pretty obvious you have a fake nail on your tooth. So you're going to make sure it fits your tooth like this. And you're going to file the white part off. And then you're going to use the smoother part of the file, not the rough part. And you are going to smooth out the other edges so it doesn't hurt your gums. So yeah, that was pretty simple. That was for the buck teeth. Now for the shark teeth, or the fangs, or whatever you want to call them, it's a bit tougher, but around the same area. What you're going to do is you're going to, again, take a fake nail, natural color, same color as your teeth, and you're going to want to have some scissors, which I neglected to bring, so I'll just and my fingers are scissors. You're going to want to take the fake nail, and you're going to want to make sure it matches up with the tooth that you're trying to make the fang, shark tooth, whatever you want to call it again. And you're going to cut it into a point. And then after you do that, you're going to want to make sure that it's still a bit longer than your tooth, so it's still actually visible from other people's point of view. And then you're going to want to file it down to make it smoother and look more natural. And if you have a little white tip at the top when you cut it and you file it down and everything, and you can't make it any shorter, just take the smooth part of your file and file it over the white thing, and it will take it off. But make sure to do it carefully, or it'll just go like that on the fake tooth, and it'll look really weird. So after you do that, you do the same thing you did with the buck teeth, and you smooth around the edges, except if you're doing shark teeth on all your teeth, like your front teeth up here are pretty flat and fake nails are curvy. So you're going to want to take the fake nail and file it down like this. If you can see that. See how it's like this? And you're going to want to file down the curve to where it's flat, but it still fits your tooth, so it doesn't stick out or fall off easier. So that's basically how you make the sharp teeth, if you understood my rambling. Now, how you put them on, it's actually really simple. What you're going to need for that is some tweezers, clippy thing, anything to hold the tooth really. And you're also going to need denture glue. Now make sure I have Polygrip, super Polygrip, denture adhesive cream, stuff from Walmart. It's pretty easy to find, and they'll give you strange looks, but anyways. Make sure when you're getting the denture cream to open the box and open it up, and make sure that the denture cream is not pink or any other strange color, because if it is, it will show up from behind the fake tooth, and it will look weird. Yeah, really weird. So to get the fake tooth in, you're going to want to grab it with the tweezers. You don't have to do that. You can just use your hands or whatever, but it's easier to hold when you have the tweezers. Then you're going to take the denture glue, cream, whatever you want to call it, and you're going to put it in like basically a blob or a thin strip over the top part of the tooth. And it'll look sort of like, you can't really see it, sort of like that if you can see it. It'll be a strip on along the top, and then you're gonna want to lift your lip up and stick it in. Oh wait, before you do that though, after you get the denture cream on, you're gonna want to dip it in some water first, the fake tooth, so it actually sticks to your teeth. Because if you don't, it doesn't stick as well, and it will fall off in like the first 5 minutes. So yeah, that's how you stick them on. And after you have them all stuck onto your teeth, which you will get better at it over time, and it will take less time and less time. You're going to want to make sure not to move your mouth too much until it's dry, or you're going to get denture glue all over the insides of your lips, and it's going to get all up in your gums and everything, and it's going to be really uncomfortable and really hard to, it takes longer to dry basically. Some might fall off. So you're going to want to make sure to wait until it dries, which could take up to 5 to 10 minutes depending on how much denture glue you have and how many teeth you have. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you didn't understand my rambling, please leave a comment below, and I'll try to explain it via text or typing comment thing, because I know I can be pretty confusing sometimes. Okay. Sayonara!